Hello and welcome back to Crew 42's coverage of the 2025 River City Open presented by Discraft. It is round 3, back 9, final 9 holes of this event at Earl Brewer Park in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm joined today by Frank Smith, who's not only in the booth with me right now, and I say booth, we're actually out in the open, beautiful
enjoying
day.
a 70-degree day.
So
in
we
Michigan.
might hear some chirps and talks in the background, but it's a beautiful day. Couldn't say no to the opportunity, but he's also on the card and leading. So
feeling good through 9. I hit my goal of 7 down.
yes. And so, you've set the pace. There's still some people on the chase card who have got some solid rounds, but
Yep.
I mean, the pace you're setting right now, it
Right.
doesn't matter what they set.
Right.
It's yours right now to
Right.
control. And we're going to head over now to hole 10. Now, the front 9, the wind is lower today. The front 9's pretty well guarded. The back 9, anything can happen. We got
Right.
some swirls. No OB
Right.
on hole 10, 340. It's just a stock hyzer, though, right?
Yep. This hill makes it tricky because you come up with some speed. You have to slow down on the top and then get it to sit and settle, which is a tricky thing to do.
Sure. I think that going higher, that's why. Going higher is
Yep.
better, because if you go low and Gavin kind of gets caught up in that cabbage, you're also risking kind of a flare skip. Versus if you go a little higher, as long as you're getting the good range, you should be able to spike closer to the basket.
Right.
Not have that problem. And you're coming up a little short there.
Little short, about 30 feet. It did slip out of my hand. And
Was that the Firebird?
No, that was actually a Boss. There was the Firebird would have been parked. I don't know why I didn't throw it here. That was a Halo Boss. Way too much disc for this hole, but I've found that too much is better than too little.
Sure. And also you can choose to not, you don't have to rip it necessarily as
Right.
hard either. You can
Right.
just play for the control, but unlucky break for you on the slip as that shot is parked.
Yeah,
that one right there.
absolutely parked.
Sam here trying to match that. He's got his hat back on because we're going to be in the sun for the next
Yep.
hour and 45 minutes of this round. And that's,
Just not quite there.
it didn't swing back as much as he had wanted. He's also a little deep of the basket. See if he can get, that's just too low.
Yeah.
Right line, just not able to get that one in the air enough. Here you are with a real opportunity now to just kind of start slamming the door shut because
Yep.
11 is the one where things can really get hairy if you miss a Mando. And, I mean, you a little nerve right now? You missed that
Yeah,
left?
something about walking up that fairway. I said it, I think, last time. This is the hole that I call my nemesis hole. I hate this hole. This hole has taken more strokes from me than any other hole in existence.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yep, that's a little bit of why.
Okay.
The amount of 3 putts I have in this hole is a little humiliating.
All right.
Don't know why. I really don't. But
So for future events,
Yep.
you need me to caddy for you
yes,
only for
just
hole
hole
10.
10.
Okay.
And just tell me to throw a putter, and then tell me to pitch up the putter,
Yeah.
take my 3,
Yeah.
walk away.
I got you. And
Great.
just like that, your 2-stroke lead is gone on our
Gone.
card. Yeah.
Gone.
And we're
Yep.
heading to hole 11. 336, double Mando. The backhand is better than the forehand because of the way
Right.
the trees are oriented. Is this you're looking at scores, obviously. You've been kind of evaluating, I imagine. Are you even considering a layup?
No.
No.
There's a little headwind. I mean, you can see these
billboards
signs. Yep.
Waving at you.
And it seems to be the first real wind we've seen today.
Sure.
So I figure I'll just throw my Firebird like I've been doing and give it a run. Gavin absolutely parks it. Kyle throwing this wide. If this lifts over the bush, it's not gonna.
And those are not easy to get out of.
No.
Sometimes you can get stuck in some really bad spots in there.
Yep.
Okay, here's Sam. He's leaving this
Going
up.
wide. It's got to sit down.
Just in front of it?
Almost looks like a layup with the chance of a birdie.
Sure.
Sam, he throws that disc each time, and he throws it so well.
Here you are. What's this?
It's that Firebird.
Oh, and you are giving it the what are you doing look.
Yeah, and I was shocked, to say the
see the
least.
flip.
Yeah, just no expectation to see that go over.
And now from range, you're
Yeah.
trying to save this, and it's
Yeah.
another bogey coming your way.
Yeah, not a fun feeling knowing that Gavin is putting, knowing that Kyle should take a par here with that upshot.
I mean, honestly, kind of fortunate that he had the poke out right
Right,
there. I
right.
mean, his position did not look comfortable. Sam, fortunate to stay in front of this Mando, so no punishment there. But-
He's 2 inches off all day.
Yeah. Just not. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just not quite locked in the way you need to be.
And I said Gavin was parked. I didn't realize he was this far out.
Yeah, there's those kind of hills kind of ruffle up.
Yep.
From about 50 feet all the way to about Circle's Edge.
Right.
So you can get caught up in them pretty quickly. We see players like Marwy try to make sure they push past those things. And another missed low putt.
We're not going to talk about that one.
What missed putt? What are you talking about?
I didn't see it.
Oh, man. 3 strokes given away. I mean, arguably more because you can birdie both of these holes.
Right. This is... I want to shoot one down through those two, so this is a 4-stroke swing.
Gotcha.
Than what I would like to be.
And went from a 2-stroke lead to a 2-stroke deficit.
Yeah.
So coming into hole 12, talk a little bit about your emotional process now. You were in the driver's seat trying to maintain. Now you're in the hot seat trying to catch up.
Right.
Was that a jump for you mentally? Are you just kind of swirling right now? You're like, oh my God, that just happened? Like, what's going on in your head?
I'm walking up that fairway just swirling. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why I threw those shots. It seems to be nerves out of nowhere. Okay. I hadn't been nervous.
You had 7 down the front 9. You looked good to me.
Yep. I wasn't nervous on the tee shot of 10. Walking up to that putt was nervous. 11 was nervous. And then Kyle said something to me on this fairway about, hey, it's just disc golf, man. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So what you don't see is I left my Firebird over there. I didn't know it until I walked up to this tee because that's the disc I throw here. And it's my turn to tee. I go to reach for my Firebird. It's not there. So... yeah, that was another mental.
Please tell me you picked it up later.
We did get it.
Okay.
We got it back.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, we're back. Gavin, Kyle throwing good shots. Sam following suit inside the circle.
How comfortable do you feel throwing a different disc, or is that just adding a layer of, oh my gosh, what's going on?
It's adding a layer.
Okay.
But I pulled out an Athena here, and it's a relatively similar flyer. I just had to throw a little more inside.
Tailwind's probably helping you here, right?
Yep, tailwind is helping.
Oh, what a check-up.
I don't know what that skip was at the end.
That little pop-up.
Because out of my hand, I was like, it's 40 long.
You put a little backspin to it. Yep. That's what it was. Kyle, a little low. It's got a headwind there. That can be difficult to read from Circle's Edge. Sam trying to get back on the birdie train here. Does so nicely. That looked like a good, confident putt, too.
It did. I think it's just a little bit of frustration.
That one looked a little high.
Yeah, I think Gavin knows the scores at this point.
Sure.
And so he is leading at an A tier on coverage with 2 guys right behind him.
Are you a fan of that? Like, just personally, are you like, I'm a scores checker, I want to know where I'm at all times and make adjustments based on that? Or are you a person who's like, I'm going to close my eyes and plug my ears, I'm going to get to hole 16, just play my game, and then at 16, see where I'm at to see if I need to make a decision?
I have no idea what the scores are at this point in time. No clue. So I actually thought I was tied here. I didn't know I was back 2 of Gavin. And so I haven't checked scores. I do after this hole. But, yeah, there's no score checking for me. I like to just keep playing my game and not really know what's happening. Because if you birdie out, you're fine. 17, 18, 17 especially is an eagle opportunity, so you do want to check and see before 17. But
I have a great story about when you should have checked scores. River City Open a few years ago with Kyle and Corey Ellis battling on
Kyle
hole 18.
Klein, that is.
Yes,
yep.
Willie Prince was back by a stroke, drove past the second bush on 18, pitched up under the basket after Corey launched it, picked his disc up, turned around, looked at me and went, wait, if I had ran that and made it, I would have been tied for the lead. Why didn't I run that? Because he didn't process that, right? And he's like, well, that was silly, and he ended up taking 3rd in the tournament, but just by 1 stroke, it's just like, oh man, Willie, what could have been?
Yep.
So I agree with you. I think playing your game, but then using the information, information in a valuable place is really important.
Right.
Knowing if you get to a hole where big stroke swings can happen and you need to decide whether you need to lay up or not, that's when you check. Or if you get to the end of the round, do I need to be more aggressive, less aggressive, whatever. Oh, is that 3 in a row we just saw?
The putting on this card today was unfortunately not ideal.
And not that far off. Like
no.
Chain out, 6 inches total left, and we would be star framing this.
Right.
But you got the birdie, though.
I got the birdie.
Back within 1.
Felt good to get, kind of shake off those 2 missed 15-footers.
Yep. get your confidence back, get right back where you want to be.
Yep.
And that's going to move us on to hole 14, arguably one of the most favored holes on the course.
Right.
You have the new OB on the right side. I would imagine you guys are going to try to do the same thing.
Yep.
And just laser beam straight as possible down the gut.
Yep. You're throwing something straight and hard. We did have a little bit of a headwind, if I recall. So the disc selection for me, I don't know if you're going to show it. I switched discs about 4 times on this tee. End up going with that flippy force, hoping for it to flip. Doesn't quite get all the way over.
Give a flare.
But it's about 35 feet. I'll have a putt, and that's all I'm looking for.
We have Gavin now trying to match.
Guess what disc?
Athena.
Onyx. Close, though.
That's what I meant. I can't read from here.
Yeah.
Look, the screen is pointed towards you. And you know what? It's a good thing it was an Onyx because that is parked. Let's take another look at that one actually from the catch angles perspective. Absolutely.
This is such an awesome shot.
And I think the reason I love it the most is just its nose is down. It's out of the wind.
Right.
He keeps it so low that the hill kind of shelters it, which means the natural disc flight happens.
Right.
He trusts that line, and he gets it just over the ridge there to get it into the bullseye.
Yeah. He throws that shot so well. I think he birdied that hole every single day. And you can fact check me on that. Someone.
Just so everyone's aware, because I'm adding details for fun. We're watching Gavin putt on one of the baskets at the tournament we're at right now, probably 80 feet away from me. And he just looked at me because I think he heard us say his name. He probably
heard us say his name.
So Kyle now up next. So far, everyone's really been great on off the tee. This is a leaking a little left.
And those bushes don't give you anything, but it's really not too hard to par from there. You'll often have a little forehand flex out or a little tomahawk thumber, whatever you want.
There it is. A little pitch out.
Yep.
By the circle, or by the bullseye, by the circle. In the bullseye. Here you are, 28 feet?
Yep, right on circle's edge. I've checked scores at that point, so that was a no.
You knew you needed it.
I had to make it.
Full commitment. And just for reference, as we're pointing this out right now, you guys just took 3 birdies on hole 14 and took 0 birdies on hole 2. Just pointing that little ditty out there.
We can cut that out.
Sure. Okay, great. Hole 15 now, 325. This is the final stretch.
Yeah.
Last 4 holes, you got to be perfect.
You need to birdie all of them.
Does Gavin and Kyle have a disadvantage on this hole with the backhand?
Yes, especially with the tailwind that we do have. I think both of them, we saw Gavin play it well yesterday, but it's definitely a disadvantage here.
You're going big forehand.
And that's the branch that you want to miss. I like being in the woods. I like making that putt from the woods, which is not a common opinion.
I don't think anyone has that opinion other than you, Frank. Let's be real.
But if I miss that branch, I slide up to about where Gavin is and have a look at that basket. I just little too inside. So great shot by Gavin here, and we see Sam taking the backhand too. Very good forehand player. Surprised to see him take the backhand.
And he's bringing
sit down.
Yeah, bringing that OB into play. It does kind of bulge out left.
Yep.
As we get closer to the basket, it just prevents the really bad release bailaways where I can just throw it 300 off to the left.
And we talk about Gavin and Kyle, and I don't think they had too much.
I don't think they had problems at all. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe more of a tailish wind for them so they can really commit to that line. And I don't know. They just, apparently the forehand was not the right play.
Not the right play.
Come on, Frank.
I know. I really am trying to catch this guy, and apparently I'm making wrong decisions.
And that's going to end your birdie train there. Dang. Okay, Sam.
Good putt from Sam.
See out there. Nice putt from circle 2.
Long putt for Kyle here. Kyle's still not out of it.
Just off that front edge.
That's probably going to do it for Kyle. Trying to gain, I'm guessing Gavin takes his bird here. But trying to gain 4 strokes and 3 holes out here is really
right. He's going to need an eagle on 17.
I think I owe Gavin an ice cream as well.
Man, how much ice cream do we owe right now?
There's a lot of payments coming out of Crew 42's checkbook.
Thankfully, I live in Plainwell, and Plainwell Ice Cream is a fantastic place. So I got you there.
Shout out Plainwell Ice Cream.
Yeah, sponsor us. Hole 16, 356. This is really an important tee shot. We've seen people struggle going OB right.
Yep.
Out of all places, OB
Yep.
right somehow. There is OB left that's even more restrictive.
Right.
I mean, what do you got to do? Because like this is coming down to the wire now. I'm certain everyone knows where they stand.
Yep. You have to park this hole. This is not a putt that you want to have to make out in the wind. You don't really deal with the wind on 14. 13's almost kind of a unique hole, so you're not putting really in the wind. You're just kind of tossing it up on an elevated basket. And then 15 as well, you're putting out of the wind. So getting this one close is super essential.
Little long here on the drive, but still in circle, which is important.
Right.
We have Gavin now on the tee. And this tee shot's becoming more important because our chase card is wrapping up their round right now, and this needs to sit quickly. And it's not going to.
That's going to be tough for Gavin.
Yeah, it's going to be an issue here because as we're looking at scores on chase card now, John is finishing on 18 right now with a birdie putt to go to 28. So if Gavin doesn't convert here, he'll need an eagle.
Yep.
To push for the lead, or at least, just a tie for the lead. Oh, Sam.
Good bid by Sam.
And same thing for you. Essentially, at this point now, you
Birdie
need to be perfect to have the 28.
Right.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
At this point?
Yep. I knew he was going to birdie, and you can see Austin in the background here, which Austin was on chase card, so I knew John was around somewhere. And right before I took this putt, I saw John, knew I had to make it to keep going, and not even a chance.
You can see your reaction as well. Just knew that mattered.
Right. So now it's time for Gavin to write a game plan. Are we running the eagle on 17?
Sure. I mean, we have other things going on. Not only is John put in the 28, now an eagle's required. Right. Rain. It says 0% chance of rain all day.
0% chance of rain.
And right now, a rain cell has formed a mile away, and it's headed towards us.
Huge rain cloud in the distance. You can see it coming.
It's very strange too because it said 0% the whole day. Rain is going to hit us, even though it says 0%. And so you guys are trying, and the wind's picking up because of it, right? We're having kind of a storm cell there.
Yep. There's a little bit of swirly wind at this point.
I mean, we are trying to do everything we can to just keep position at worst.
Right.
But if you have the opportunity, go for this eagle.
Right.
If you're going for the eagle, what are you doing? Backhand or forehand?
I'm going backhand off the tee and then forehand attempt to try to make it.
To throw it in.
And so I talked with the guys on the card. Gavin and I talked together, and we decided that we wanted to give both 17 and 18 a chance, and so throw good shots and try to throw them in, because 2 attempts is, a little bit better than 1. Because ultimately, Austin Bates finished this tournament at 26 under.
That's right.
There's a huge cash spread between first, second, and third. And so money-wise, you want to be at least 26 under to try to get that second place. And so Gavin told me straight up that he is not going to run it. And so I decided I'm going to push out a forehand, attempt to throw it in, and go from there.
Sure.
So getting the birdie on 17, important, and then attempting the eagle on 18 is what I opted to do.
Sure. And two, you're at a bit of a disadvantage here because he gets to go second. So if you were to throw in the OB, let's say, he can now play safer.
Right, exactly.
If you actually, just kidding, and went for it and then go it, now he gets to go. Or you laid up, now he can go for it. I mean, he's in the kind of driver position of understanding where to go position-wise. Get in there. Oof. That'd have been cool.
That's the play to make it, in my opinion. The forehand skip off the road. It gets this high flare, has a great bid at it. Looking at Kyle on the right side. We talked about the right side the last couple days about this is not where you want to be.
Make us be wrong. Average distance of 6 feet from the pin.
This is the play.
So from now until forever, no one should throw a forehand anymore.
Don't ever throw a forehand here.
This is scary.
This is scary. This needs to sit down. It caught the lip. Another backhand approach to less than 15 feet.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do the same thing here.
So you've converted your ways.
Right. Yeah, I decided to go backhand here.
Are you rewarded? Sure. CTP of the group. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We're all inside of 5 feet here for birdies. Not one of us. I take that back. Sam threw the forehand.
Right.
Yep. So but
Sam actually executed the game plan.
Right.
Everyone
Right.
else scrambled into awesome birdies.
Yep.
Yeah, but now you and Gavin will be tied for second
with Austin.
So birdie is a payday.
Birdie's a payday.
And Kyle's not out of it either, because if you guys par,
Right.
he birdies, he's
Right.
in the payday,
Right.
right? And 18, we know what it is, 2 OB bushes. If you're
Yep.
going for it, you got to launch it. And it's going to be tailish, because we
Yep.
tail on 12.
Should be.
Well, I mean, storm cell might change
Right.
that up, right?
Right.
And so you guys are just trying to get past second bush if you're going for it. Otherwise, you're trying to land between the bushes and then
Right.
take the play based on what you have.
Yep.
Now, the rain, which we kind of preluded. Wait, Zach, it didn't happen at all in 17?
No.
You're right. It's happening currently
Yep.
at this very second.
As we make our putts on 17, we start to get a little bit of sprinkles. So we're walking to 18, start giving each other knuckles, and then look at this. We are in 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's not pouring rain, but it is raining.
It's not yet.
It is raining at this point. Blue skies, but this wind is just whipping. Look at those trees.
Look at the front end. And
so
this is edited aggressively
Yep.
in the wrong direction.
Right.
Usually I have to edit and cut space between tee shots to include so you're not waiting forever. So as Sam's disc is over that bush, you're
Yes.
throwing it.
Yeah, Sam, my Halo Star Boss flipped over in the headwind here, and I released it while Sam's disc was still in the air. And Gavin releases this while I am still on the tee pad, and just nothing. I mean, straight out of bounds. The wind is now a 40-mile-an-hour headwind, so the tailwind that we were expecting to
It's just gone.
is gone.
And now you guys are just trying to finish this round as quickly
Yes.
as possible.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you guys just aren't aware of this as, oh no. What?
That's awesome.
I mean, calculated, right?
Right, it's super intentional.
You guys don't know this because again, right now the weather forecast says 0% chance of
Yeah.
rain today. It's currently saying that. You guys honestly could have waited 8 minutes,
Not even.
and the rain would have been gone.
Yeah.
You would have had a hunker. It would have been a rough
Right.
8 minutes.
Right.
But you would have been able to play without all this wind and extra stuff.
Right.
It was hard to interpret it because the cell
Right.
popped up and disappeared just like that.
Right.
And huge shout out. I don't know who has this umbrella right now. The cameras don't have their
Protecting,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah. Donut ran to the car, grabbed a
Right.
poncho to cover his,
Yep.
and someone with an umbrella walked over to our
Yep.
other camera and put it. So huge shout out. And look, it's already sunny.
It's already sunny. The rain is basically gone right here, and so's the wind. And so I'm kicking myself. If you don't see, my disc landed about 40 feet from the bucket and skipped to 80. It skipped up into the headwind.
It did the Kyle
Yep,
roll.
and then rolled backwards.
Jeez.
So you don't see me lay up here, but I did lay up, choosing to take the par. And Gavin bangs the long putt
For the par
for
save.
the par save.
Come on. I mean, and so he's now stuck in this.
He's in the money.
He's in the money.
He's in the money.
Because you know, as much as we say payday for birdieing, it's a payday if you lose it if you bogey.
Right.
And Kyle ends up with a par as well.
This is my putt for the payday, and a little high, a little
Stays in.
nervous.
Stays
It's in the
in.
bucket.
Yeah, and so John's 28, and you know, it's a little unfortunate. I wish the weather had been a little more predictable
Yep.
for you guys, because I would have loved to have seen you guys maybe hunker
Fight for
down.
it.
Yeah, and just because I know you and Gavin can both just huck a disc.
Right.
And just to see you guys get past the second bush maybe and give it a chance, it would have
Right.
been interesting. But you might have bogeyed
Yeah.
for going into the bush. Who
Right.
knows? So able to take in the second place position. Again, tons of movement on our leaderboard. Everything was just so condensed this year. And that guy, remember at the beginning of this event where I said he had won, because he was on our feature card, he had won 2 8 years in a row? Well, let's make that 3.
Let's make that 3. John is absolutely phenomenal at disc golf.
Congrats to him. Just a spectacular event. You love to see, someone have some success. Unfortunately, not from our lead card this year. It came from the chase again.
Again. Classic.
Yeah, of course, those chase card guys. And in the past, we usually like to jump over and try to film them, but they, with their conditions in the rain, we weren't able to get any of that. They were cruising across the course. So, congrats to John. one more high five.
Yeah, just a great event from him.
3 in a row is no easy feat, but that's going to do it for River City Open. Frank, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Thanks for watching through these rounds.
This has been so much fun. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe. Thanks to our Patreon family, and we'll see you guys at the next event.